Good morning, busy bees. It is Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is, guys. It is Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. Here's your morning news rundown in under 5 minutes. So, Iran war. A multi point peace proposal has purportedly been sent to Iran, with Iran not responding, and Trump saying that, no, we didn't do this because we won the war, but allies need to come in and help us with the strait still. And so there's a lot of mixed messaging because we entered a war we have no business in my opinion. Despite Trump saying that peace is at hand, Defense Secretary signaled a hardline stance, indicating negotiations are happening by weapons and bombs. That's how we negotiate, according to Pete Hegseth. The Pentagon is also seeking up to $200 billion in additional war funding, signaling expectations of prolonged conflict, and also signaling that is the U.S. Army paratroopers have been reportedly ordered to deploy in the Middle East. Officials have not ruled out other expanded military presence, as the Strait of Hormuz is a bone of contention, and in my opinion, the United States is going to go after it. The government shutdown continues with major impacts on federal agencies like TSA. We see the long lines, people showing up 3-4 hours and still missing their flights. ICE is now at airports, dilly-dallying around and not doing much of anything, but causing chaos and trouble, the usual. Trump says he may deploy the National Guard. We're still waiting on that. And the funding vote tied to Homeland Security failed yet again yesterday. And Trump is signaling that he's not going to be happy with any of those because he's trying to promote or pass his SAVE Act, which limits voting. And what's funny is he voted by mail-in ballot yesterday, in terms of the Florida races, but he says it's a scam and we need to get rid of that. I mean, that's what the Supreme Court is hearing, well, it heard arguments about and will vote on in June, limiting our voting and possibly stealing another election. That's right, I said another election because I'm one of those people that believe he stole the last one. Concerns are growing over possible insider trading tied to Iran war and others. It's so funny that people are hedging their bets correctly, almost to no failure point, and that's nearly impossible to be that perfect while you're betting. So yeah, insider trading by our government officials. Trump, violating the emoluments clause where he accepts gifts, expensive gifts from other nations, and supposedly there's nothing tied to that. Florida flips two seats now under Democratic control. This marks a impactful signal what's going to come forward in the elections, the midterm elections later on this year. And I think that's why this deal is on again. And I can't help but repeat myself because I think it's important that we all watch and see and speak up about it. A federal judge has said a recent government ban against Anthropic's Claude, this is AI systems, seems to be punishment, and not policy. Like the policy would be to limit AI use, period, not to punish a company for limiting your ability to create AI wars or AI dictated wars. So this is in court, and I guess we'll wait and see about that because if it goes up to the Supreme Court, we know how they're going to rule. Anyway, this is your morning news rundown. Stay smart, stay safe, stay informed. Like, share, and follow if you can.